we already know the score. This is not new information. We are watching our biodiversity slip away before our eyes, and time is no longer an ally. Nowhere on Earth sees this dramatic collapse more visually than the Amazon rainforest. Since 1998, it's been recorded that 10,000 acres of rainforest cover is lost per day. Remarkably, within this constantly shrinking wilderness, there remain areas we still know relatively little about. We need to know more about these precious ecosystems before it's too late. The more we understand about what lives here, the more we know what's at stake and how we can protect it. New technology is revealing that clues to what inhabit our wild places can be found in the fabric of water itself. The footprints left through what's known as environmental DNA, or eDNA. Current scientific methods enable us to start painting a picture. But what if this new technology held the key to filling in the blanks at a faster rate? We are on a mission to take this technology into an area of the Amazon little known to science, to see what secrets this eDNA can reveal to us, and how this knowledge might help the communities who cohabit this wilderness.
Anteriormente los delfines se presentaban como personas a conversar como cualquier persona puede venir a conversar, ¿no? Es un amigo más para mí. Me gusta porque son cantidades y a veces jugamos con ellos. A veces viene a burbujear, así como has visto, ¿no? Ya lo que te puedo contar es que ahorita, más antes cuando era niño, había muchos más también animales o especies del agua. Había mucho más que ahorita. Los bujeos sí, casi igual, o más, o menos de repente, porque ahorita están produciendo más. Ahorita veo con los delfines, ¿no? Para que sea mejor, como te digo, reservarle, ¿no? A ellos y darle buen trato, para que ellos también se sientan felices, como nosotros también nos sentimos felices, ¿no? A ver a ellos y como también ellos a nosotros. Y eso es lo que yo quisiera, que de repente alguien nos alcance para poder conservarle, reservarle a ellos, sí, mayor información, claro. Sí, para nosotros también, claro.
Deep in the Peruvian Amazon sits the Tamshiyacu Tahuayo Reserve, a 4,200 square kilometre area of primary forest that supports a vast and unique biodiversity. As a community-run reserve, the people of this area are the legal custodians of this forest, deeply connected to both the land and the wildlife. But with unwanted fishing practices and degradation of natural resources always a present threat, the more evidence gathered to highlight this region's ecological importance, the greater the chances of a long-term survival. Yet in an area of pristine jungle so dense, it's very hard to gain a full picture of what actually lives here. Starting from the larger main channel of the Rio Amazonas, our small team's goal is to take eDNA technology deep into a remote tributary known locally as Blanquillo, taking further samples in the wider river along the way. difficult to access without local permission and guidance, with these samples alongside traditional camera traps, we hope to gain a greater understanding of what needs to be protected. We haven't gone very far at all. We are stuck in these reeds with a makeshift paddle. Basically, all of this would be basically underwater, and you know, some of the trees have the water lines on them, so we are at the bottom of this river. Hey, there you go, bit of movement. Let's see what happens if we fire up the prop. Fingers crossed. Yes, we're away. That's what we like. Yoo-hoo! On to the next bit of reed. So this is an expedition first, taking eDNA further into the Peruvian Amazon rainforest than ever before. This mission starts in a community called Nuevo Jerusalem, and from there we'll embark on a canoe trip out to the river mouth of Blanquillo. And what's really exciting about this is, until now, the only understanding of the area of its wildlife has been through camera traps, which can be quite problematic in terms that they're slow. They're obviously very useful, but it just takes a lot of time. So it's incredible to get the opportunity to take eDNA into this area to not only learn about kind of the wildlife that communities here manage and protect, but to find out about what wildlife is in there in the first place. Very few people have visited this region other than a handful of scientists and some of the locals and some of the team with us. But it's super special because of its diversity. I mean, look at it. We're going from this kind of flooded forest and moving up to a terra firma, very special habitat in this region. It's going to be incredible. Oh. We've just seen our first anaconda. 3 meters in length, absolutely beautiful male. This is just incredible. The deeper we go, the more this place just comes to life.
Para mí significa mucho, ¿no? Porque es parte de nosotros, en mi casa y mi familia. Y es parte de nosotros del día a día que vivimos. Estamos acostumbrados ya a estar en la selva. Nos da aire más fresco, la naturaleza y todo eso. Para mí esto nos trae más tranquilidad. Estamos más tranquilos, más frescos. Toda nuestra naturaleza acá. Como ven, hay muchos animales para ver acá. Hay cosas nuevas para ver, plantas medicinales y todas esas cosas para ver acá. Y es muy bonito, ¿no? Los amigos que vienen se les puede enseñar muchas cosas que nosotros conocemos acá.
Integral to the expedition, the local team Eland, Pedro and Anthony allow intimate knowledge and understanding of the surrounding rainforest, far beyond our science and technology. Most importantly, their expertise ensures none of us get lost in the dense undergrowth. As we push upstream through Blanquillo, lead local ecologist Oz has been tasked with laying camera traps to paint a picture of life in this precious ecosystem.
It's our first camera. Like this. Wow, look at this. The tape. Oh, yeah, but Helen to here. That high. Yes. Wow, this is amazing. Look at this. Peccaries, collar peccary. So many people.
So as you can see, this traditional method of camera trapping is only going to capture one layer of this environment. So all the mammals that will be passing through, tapirs, peccaries, ocelots, jaguars, you're going to capture all of that but nothing else. We hope that eDNA will be able to help piece not only that together, but everything that's living up in that canopy as well. Birds, sloths, and lots of primates.
It's unusual to find specific areas with animals like this.
Really?
That's why I love Blanquillo.
So, welcome to our home for the night, our base camp here in Blanquillo. I'm really happy with this setup. We've got our tarps, we've got our hammocks here, all ready to go. Falling asleep to that sound, it's incredible. So it's 5:45 and we are about to push up the Blanquillo River. I'm not even sure the guides have been further than the point that we are now, so we are going into new territory. So we are in the final stretch of this mission, heading upriver to take our first, and some would say most important, eDNA sample in this river. We are navigating through low water levels, over logs, under logs, you know, pretty much trying to push the boat sometimes, so it's really exciting to be kind of heading even deeper into this area, and with the knowledge that we may be taking a sample which will kind of open up so many new findings about the area. Something really exciting about that. There is real beauty in this place, kind of like this knife edge of harshness with the weather, the humidity, the heat, the environment. We've been stung by wasps and bees and mosquitoes everywhere, but there's a real beauty that comes with it, like nothing I've ever seen before. eDNA is all about collecting DNA in the natural environment. As an example, sat here, you know, upriver in the middle of the Blanquillo region in the Peruvian Amazon rainforest, what we're doing is taking samples from this water here. In this water channel, all the way down, you will find the remnants of DNA from all the species that live here. And that comes in the form of primates that are travelling over, they may be dropping fur or bits of their skin, even feces into the water. You get mammals crossing at night times, and the largest diversity of freshwater fish in the world right here. So what you've got is a snapshot of what lives in the area. You know, when the results come back, if we do get good samples back, we'll be able to see so much about this area, and of course that's connected with a lot of the actions around here, so how it's conserved, how it's managed, the local communities, the general protection of this area moving forward. There's lots of benefits that can come from getting valuable information such as eDNA.
I would like to see Jam River water
Yeah?
here, but I never see it here.
You've never seen one?
No. But Jam River from Tahuayo River, there are Jam River out there. But here I didn't see it yet.
Ooh,
Yes.
so there's a big question mark. We don't know if they're here.
Yeah.
That's pretty
They're
cool.
really interesting.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'd be amazing. So after I finish the sample, you can see the river mouth just behind me. Out we go from Blanquillo and start our mission home. Bit sad to go from Blanquillo, but really excited to see what there is. And as I said, if we can get giant river otter, that would be unbelievable.
A este momento y quisiéramos con el tiempo ver más animales que ahora, y que sea mejor pues, para nosotros, más conservar siempre el lugar, no talar, proteger y también beneficiarnos de una forma responsable, sostenible.
You're very grounded by an environment like the Peruvian Amazon rainforest. We spent days trying to navigate upstream to the furthest point in Blanquillo, in one of the most remote places on the planet, one of the most remote places I've ever been. But I never expected the expedition itself to showcase how eDNA can be such an invaluable resource. And hopefully we're able to capture such important information for the wildlife, the biodiversity and the communities here by using eDNA. Yes, it's new. Yes, it's a novel technique and science, but the applications for it globally are huge. There's a model that hopefully in the future can be applied to so much more, and that's pretty damn exciting.